Is it going to be Bishop Herman College, the defending champions? They are the defending champions, I'm told. Okay. Or is it going to be a former champion, Keta Senior High Technical School? Or are we going to do a host and win, Mawuli School? Okay. The regional champion. Let's meet the contestants. Mawuli School represented by
Sylvester Junior
and
Abdul Salam Abdullahi.
Keta Senior High Technical School represented by
Atiku Courage, final year.
and
Pedro Nelson.
Bishop Herman College represented by
Nomenyo Patrick.
and
Udufia.
the regional championship is sponsored by GWEL with support from Joy News. We also appreciate the support from CHAS for preparing these brilliant students to participate in the competition. I am Dr. Anita Opon. I'll be your quiz mistress, and this is a prime time production. This contest comes to you in 4 rounds. We will start with round 1. I will start from Mawuli Schools, but some rules. I know you already know, but let me state it. The question comes to each school, and contestants, you have 10 seconds to give an answer, or 30 seconds if the question involves calculation. If you give a correct answer, 3 points. An incorrect answer, I may pass the question on for a bonus. Please, the other 2 schools, if I have not given my verdict on the answer, do not press your bell or I will not call you. Okay? So you can press your bell after I have given my verdict, or the school has been bailed out, for which you have the opportunity to answer for 1 point or a deduction of 1 point if you get the answer wrong. We are ready? Okay. Round 1. First question goes to Mawuli School. Find the maximum thermal efficiency a heat engine can have if it operates between thermal reservoirs at 400 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. Yes, Abdul.
75%.
That is incorrect. For a bonus, I'll come back to the answer. Keta Senior High. The maximum thermal efficiency a heat engine can have is 32.0%. Find the temperature of its cold reservoir if its heat reservoir is at 327 degrees Celsius. Nelson.
408 Kelvin.
Yes. Bishop Herman College. Find the maximum thermal efficiency a heat engine can have if it operates between thermal reservoirs at 500 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. Patrick,
Okay. We have 73%, sorry.
that is not correct. For a bonus, so the first one, the answer is 45%. The third one, the answer is 52%. Mawuli School, to what genus does the cotton plant belong? Yes, Sylvester?
Siba.
No. For a bonus, Gossypium is the answer. Keta Senior High, which plant part of the cotton plant gives the cotton fiber? Yes, courage.
The fruit ball.
The
Fruit ball.
fruit
Ball.
ball. 2 out of 3. So I have fruits, only fruits. Bishop Herman College. From which part of the cotton fruits are the fibers obtained? Yes, Patrick.
The bracts.
The-
Bracts.
Can you spell it for me?
BRACT.
No, please. For a bonus, the seed coat. A preamble. From a point P outside a circle, a line segment is drawn to intersect the circle first at A and B, and a second line segment is drawn to intersect the circle at C and D. Find the length of, I take it again, from a point P outside a circle, a line segment is drawn to intersect the circle first at A and B, and a second segment is drawn to intersect the circle at C and D. Find the length of Mawuli School PB, given PA is 12 centimeters, PC is 15 centimeters, and PD is 20 centimeters.
$25 centimeters.
Yes. Keta Senior High. PD, D as in dog, given PA equals 9 centimeters, PB equals 12 centimeters, and PC equals 18 centimeters. Nelson.
6 centimeters.
Yes. Bishop Herman College. PA, given PB, B for boy, equals 14 centimeters, PC equals 12 centimeters, and PD, D for dog, equals 21 centimeters.
$18 centimeters.
Yes. Another preamble. Give the main type of reaction occurring in the given equation. Give the main type of reaction occurring in the given equation. Mawuli School, Ti plus Co going into Ti bracket open, Co bracket closed, 4.
Synthesis reaction.
Yes. Keta Senior High. C2H2 plus O2 going into CO2 plus H2O. Nelson.
Combustion
Yes.
reaction.
Bishop Herman College. NaClO3 going into NaCl plus O2.
We have decomposition reaction.
Yes. Mawuli School. Find the horizontal range of a projectile launched from level ground at 60 degrees above the horizontal with speed 7.2 meters per second on the surface of a rocky object on which surface gravity is 1.8 meters per second squared. Abdul.
Okay. The horizontal range is equal to 23 meters.
That is not correct. Keta Senior High for a bonus.
12 meters.
No. I'll come back to the answer. Keta Senior High Technical School. Find the magnitude of surface gravity on a rocky solar system object on whose surface horizontal range equals 7.0 meters for a projectile launched at level ground launched on level ground at 15 degrees above the horizontal at 7.2 meters per second. Nelson.
3.7 meter per second squared.
Yes. Bishop Herman College. Find the magnitude of surface gravity on another rocky solar system object on whose surface horizontal range equals 40.5 meters for a projectile launched on level ground at 45 degrees above the horizontal at 8.1 meters per second. Yes. Mawudufia.
Okay, so we have 16 meters per second squared.
That is incorrect. Mawuli School for a bonus.
1.6 meter per second squared.
That is not correct. So for the first one, the answer is 25 meters. Then the second one, okay, since it's two significant figures, yes, I'll give the answer to Mawuli School for a bonus. The answer I have is 1.62 meters per second squared, but it's to two significant figures, so it is 1.6 meters per second squared. Mawuli School, a preamble. Give the spice derived from the following plants and the parts used for the spice. Do you understand it? Give the spice derived from the following plant. So I'll give you a plant. You tell me the spice that you can get from it and which part of the plant is used for the spice. Mawuli School. Capsicum species. Or capsicum species. Yes. Capsicum species.
Okay, the spice is pepper, and it is obtained from the fruit.
2 out of 3. So we have, I'll come back to why I gave you that, okay? All right. Then, Keta Senior High, Zingiber officinelli. Nelson,
It is ginger and is derived from the stem. The stem tuber.
2 out of 3. Bishop Herman College, Vanilla pannifolia.
It is a pepper, and it is derived from the bark of the tree.
No. For a bonus, okay. So for the first one, when you say pepper, there are so many types of them. So what I was looking for is the capsicum pepper. And it's from the fruit, like you mentioned, so it's correct. Then for the Zingiber officinelli, it is ginger, but it's from the rhizome. Okay. Then the vanilla, the spice is vanilla. Have you eaten vanilla ice cream before? Yes. And it's from the fruits. Okay. A preamble. Solve for x and y given. Solve for x and y given. Mawuli School. 5 exponents the expression. So the expression I'm giving is to the exponent. 2x minus y. All of that equals 125. And 6 raised to the exponent the expression x over y. All of that equals to 36.
y is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2.
Yes. Keta. So that's similar. 2 to the exponent, the expression I'm going to read. 3x plus 5. Let me take that again. 2 raised to the exponent 3x plus y equals 64. And then 10 raised to the exponent y over x. All of that equals to 1,000.
Y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1.
Yes. Bishop Herman College. 11 raised to the power the expression I'm going to read. 3x plus y. Okay? I said 11 raised to the power. The expression is 3x plus y. All of that equals 121. And 9 raised to the expression x over y, or raised to the power the expression x over y, equals, all of that equals 1 over 9. Yes.
X is equal to 1 and y is equal to -1.
That's correct. The last set of questions for round 1. Preamble to all schools. A non-cyclic compound with molecular formula C4H7Br exhibits no geometric isomerism. Give the name of one structural formula of the compound. A non-cyclic compound with molecular formula C4H7Br exhibits no geometric isomerism. Give the name of one structural formula of the compound. Mawuli School.
1 bromobute 1 in.
Yes. Keta. Nelson.
2 bromobute 1 in.
Say that again.
2 bromobute 1 in.
Yes. Bishop Herman.
3 bromobute 1 in.
That's also correct. And that ends round 1. end of round 1, Bishop Herman College has 12 points. Mawuli School has 15 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 21 points. Round 2. Round 2, the speed race round. In this round, the questions, when you make noise, they will not hear me, and they will lose points. Yes? All right. The questions go to all the schools at the same time. The first school to press the bell to give a correct answer, 3 points. The second school that pressed the bell to give a correct answer, 2 points. The third school to press the bell to give a correct answer, 1 point. But mind you, an incorrect answer, a deduction of 1 point. This is speed race. So, if you ring the bell, you have 1, 2, 3 seconds to give your answer. So do not delay in giving your answer, or else you'll be bailed out, please. You press the bell, your answer is ready. Round 2, question 1. Which plant group usually produce soft wood? You've been bailed out. You want to give your answer. You give.
Angiosperms.
I would have taken 1 point. So it is gymnosperms. Name 2 vegetables common in Ghanaian dishes. Mawuli School.
Okay, so the first vegetable is contomere and also spinach.
No. In Ghanaian dishes, to which the Irish potato, Solanum tuberosum, is related. Who knows? So there are so many of them. We have tomatoes, regular peppers, garden eggs, turkey berries. Yes. Or the one they call the kweunsuswa. Do you people cook? Do you cook? You don't cook. They say they don't cook. That's why they don't know. Next question. What is the scientific name of the sweet potato? Okay, it's Ipomia batatas. Next question. 30 seconds. Find the exact magnitude of the magnetic force on a 3 coulomb point charge moving in the magnetic field given by 50I plus 120J, all in millitesla, with velocity 16 meters per second. Keta Senior High. Nelson.
2,400 J minus.
No, let me save you, it's wrong. So the answer is 6.24 newtons or 6,240 millinewton. Find in giga electron volts the rest energy of a particle of mass 1.18 times 10 to the power negative 25 kilograms. The answer is 66.4 giga electron volts. Find the energy in electron volts of the photon emitted in the 5p to 2s transition of the hydrogen atom. Keta Senior High School. Courage.
Positive 2.86 electron volts.
That's correct. So, the next question, 30 seconds. The gradient of a curve is 2x plus k. Find the value of k if the curve passes through the points A given as 1, 2, and B given as negative 1, 4. Mawuli School.
K is equal to negative 1.
That's correct. Next question. Next question. 30 seconds. A binary operation is defined. They will not hear me. Okay. A binary operation is defined on the set R of real numbers by m star n equals m plus n root 3. Evaluate, bracket open, 3 star 2, bracket close, star 4. Bishop Herman.
We have 6 plus 2 root 3.
That is incorrect. Mawuli School.
3 plus 6 root 3.
That's correct. Next question. Should I continue? 30 seconds. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals 0, evaluate, bracket open, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, bracket close, squared. Mawuli
Is
School.
equal to 25 over 9.
Yes. Next question. Next question, 30 seconds. The solubility product of CaSO4 is 1.00 times 10 to the power negative 6 at 25 degrees Celsius. What is the maximum amount in milligrams? Nelson. Keta Senior High.
136 milligrams.
No. In milligram, that will dissolve in 400 cm cube of.
It is given by 644 milligrams.
That is incorrect. Bishop Herman.
We have 5.44 milligrams.
No. Can I go on? So you got the numbers correct, but it is 54.4 milligrams. Next question, 30 seconds. How many atoms are present in the empirical formula for a compound that contains 25.9% of nitrogen and 74.1% of oxygen? Bishop Herman.
5 atoms.
No. Keta.
7.
7 is correct. The last question for round 2. 30 seconds. What mass of magnesium sulfate pentahydrates is obtained from the evaporation of 800 cm cube of 0.25 moles per decimeter cube of its solution? Mawuli.
340 grams.
That is incorrect. Which school? Which school? Which school? 2. It is on. It is on.
48.2 grams.
No. Bishop Herman.
40 grams.
No.
Maybe pentahydrate.
So the answer is 42 grams. And that ends round 2. At the end of round two, Bishop Herman College, 8 points. Mawuli School, 20 points. And Keta Senior High Technical School, 23 points. So, before round three, substitution for Bishop Herman College. Wisdom is coming in for Mawudufia. So, round three, welcome Wisdom. Round three, the statement, and you are to tell me whether that statement is true or false. If you give a correct answer, 2 points. An incorrect answer, a deduction of 1 point. So you do not guess the answer. You may choose not to answer, for which that statement will be passed on. For a bonus, the first out of the 2 schools to press the bell gets to answer for 2 points if it's correct, but a deduction of 1 point if it is not correct. I start from Mawuli School, but it's a preamble. The potential energy of a particle of mass m moving along the x-axis is given by a x cubed plus bx squared plus cx. The potential energy of a particle of mass m moving along the x-axis is given by ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx. Mawuli School, the force on the particle is given by as squared plus bx plus c. Abdul.
False.
That's correct. Keta. The acceleration of the particle is given by a fraction with numerator negative as squared minus bx minus c and denominator m.
False.
That's correct. Bishop Herman. The force of the particle is given by 3as squared plus 2bx plus c.
False.
Yes, that's correct. Mawuli School, groundnuts are also called peanuts.
False.
No. Keta Senior High. Groundnut contains about 35 to 45% oil.
True.
No. Bishop Herman. Groundnuts contains about 30% protein.
False.
No. A preamble. The given pairs of lines. The given pairs of lines. Mawuli School. X plus 3y equals 5 and 3x plus y equals 10 are perpendicular.
False.
False is correct. Keta. Keta Senior High. Y equals 2x plus 5 and 2x minus y equals 7 are parallel.
True.
Yes. Bishop Herman. 2x plus 3y equals 4 and 3x minus 2y equals 9 are perpendicular.
True.
Yes, it's true. Mawuli School. An unsaturated solution contains the maximum amount of solutes that can dissolve in a solvent.
False.
Yes, it's false. Keta. Thermodynamically, a supersaturated solution is unstable.
True.
Yes, it's true. Bishop Herman College. The boiling point of a solution is affected by the amount of solute present.
False.
No. It's a true statement. Mawuli School. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you. Mawuli School. The longest wavelength spectral line is the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom occurs. No, let me take that again. The longest wavelength spectral line in the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom occurs in a transition in which the principal quantum number changes from 3 to 2.
False.
No. Keta Senior High Technical School. The longest wavelength spectral line in the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom lies in the far infrared spectral range. Nelson.
True.
No, Nelson. Bishop Herman. The shortest wavelength spectral line in the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom lies in the ultraviolet spectral range.
False.
No, wisdom. Mawuli School. Soya beans were a preserve of the Orient for centuries.
True.
Yes, it's true. Keta. Keta Senior High. Soya beans were introduced to Europe by a British. Yes, courage.
True.
Courage, that's not true. Bishop Herman College. Soya beans are sometimes called the Cinderella crop.
True.
Yes, that's true. A preamble. The given equation has only one solution. The given equation has exactly one solution. The given equation has exactly one solution. Mawuli School, sin x equals half.
False.
Yes, false. Keta Senior High. Sin x equals half in the interval x greater than 0 but less than pi.
There are two. There are two.
False.
Yes, it's false. Bishop Herman College. Cos x equals half in the interval x greater than 0 but less than pi.
True.
Yes, it's true. The last set of statements. Mawuli School. Elements with the same number of core electrons exhibit similar chemical behavior.
False.
False. Keta. Keta Senior High. Elements in the same group of the periodic table have the same number of valence electrons? Nelson?
True.
Yes, it's true. Bishop Herman? The number of valence electrons an atom gives the number of valence electrons of an atom gives an indication of the number of protons in its nucleus.
False.
False. And that ends round 3. At the end of round 3, Bishop Herman College, 15 points. Mawuli School, 30 points. Keta Senior High Technical School, also 30 points. Round 4. I have 4 riddles. I have 4 riddles, and you're going to help me solve them. Here you can stop me at any time as I read through the clues and give an answer. If the answer is correct whilst I'm on the first clue, 5 points. Second clue, 4 points. Any other number of clues thereafter, 3 points. But if it's incorrect, you have to sit out for that particular riddle. Riddle, riddle. Riddle number 1. I am a mechanical device. I am a component of a simple machine. I can be used to change the magnitude and the direction of an applied force. I am composed of a wheel mounted on Mawuli School.
Wheel and axle.
No. Of a wheel mounted on an axle. I am the round member on which Bishop Herman.
Pulley.
Pulley is correct. Riddle number 2. I am a woman from New Haven, Connecticut. I got very ill on Valentine's Day in 1942. I had a...
Mary Curie.
No. I had a massive streptococcal infection. I barely clung to life for 4 straight weeks. I was lucky to be treated by a physician who knew a researcher working on penicillin. I was the first to be cured of bacterial infection with penicillin. Who am I? Mawuli School.
Dorothy Crowfoot. Dorothy Crowfoot.
No. The answer is Mrs. Ann Miller. I am a rule in mathematics. I am applied to triangles. I am one of Bishop Herman.
Cosine rule.
That is incorrect. Keta,
Sign rule.
sign rule is correct. So, 3 points. 3 points. Last riddle. Last riddle. Last riddle. I am an important physical properties of elements on the periodic table. I increase across the period from left to right. I decrease down the group. I am highly influenced by the electronic configuration of Mawuli School.
Ionization energy.
Ionization. So, that ends round 4. Three points. 3 points. At the end of the contest, Bishop Herman College, 18 points. Mawuli School, 33 points. Keta Senior High Technical School also has 33 points. So that means we go into a tiebreaker, and this will be sudden death. Sudden death. The one that gives the correct answer wins. So, an object undergoes a displacement 9 meters east, followed by displacement of 12 meters north. Find the distance.
The distance is 15 meters.
Yes. Protest. Okay. Percy, what protest? a protest for the tiebreaker that the answer given by Mawuli School is wrong and it should be 21 meters. The actual thing is, I didn't finish reading the question. So the full question is, an object undergoes a displacement of 9 meters east, followed by a displacement of 12 meters north. Find the distance between the initial and final position of the object. That's the question. And the answer is 15 meters. So, at the end, at the end of the contest, Bishop Herman College had 18 points. Keta Senior High Technical School had 33 points. Mawuli School had 33 points. But they win the contest because they won the tiebreaker. Therefore, the regional champion the regional championship is sponsored by VOL with support from Joy News. I want to announce that the VOLTA-OTI Zone champion is Mawuli School.